Iridology, what is it? It's reading your health through your eyes. I'm going to talk to you about that in depth in this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for future videos. When I post one, you'll get that notification. Also, stick through to the end because I have a free gift for you to help you improve on your health. Now, let's get into iridology and reflexology to improve on your health. Now let's talk about iridology and reflexology. Reflexology I'd heard of before because I was familiar with the Chinese pressing on your feet in certain places. But I thought it was just them massaging your feet. I had no idea that there was actually a way to find out what's wrong with the human body on the inside by pressing on the feet. So let's start first about where I got it from. Back in 2006, I purchased a book by Kevin Trudeau called Natural Cures. And inside of that book, he gave a lot of useful information. One of the things he talked about was iridology and reflexology. Iridology is nothing more than taking a magnifying glass and putting it up to the eye, using a flashlight, looking into the eye, and being able to tell what's wrong with the human organs on the inside just by looking through the eyes. Now, at first, I thought this was a hoax. I was like, there's no way anybody can do this, okay? So I started seeking an iridologist in my area. Well, I found one when I was going to my health food store one day. I went inside and I just happened to look up and I saw a banner and it says iridology and reflexology. Funny thing is, I have been seeing that banner for the longest time and I never paid it any mind. So I whipped out my pen and I wrote down the phone number and everything. I said, I'm gonna make an appointment and see if this is really real or not. So I go get my products, I get in the cashier's line and they actually put a flyer inside my bag, which I wasn't paying attention to until I got home. Whipped it out and it was the same guy, Dr. Kufis, and his information on it said that he was coming the next Saturday to the actual health food store for demonstrations. I was like, okay, I will be there. Got there and I watched him look into people's eyes and tell them what was wrong with them without them telling him anything. But first I started thinking, what if these people are in on this with him just to make money? So I said, okay, I'm still gonna give it a try because in the book he talked about it. So I made an appointment and I went to go see him. But what I did was that flyer, on the back side of that flyer was blank. And I wrote down everything that had already been diagnosed with. Liver issues, lung issues, heart issues, prostate swelling. I wrote everything on the back. And I said, if he really knows what he's doing, he'll find all this stuff. So when I get to my appointment, he doesn't see it. It's in a folder, I had it in a binder, sat it on the table. The only thing I told him was about my liver. This man found everything. I quit smoking, I believe it was about a year prior to, or almost 2 years prior to seeing him, and he found my lung issue and said exactly what the doctors said to me in the doctor's office when they x-rayed me. They actually said, your right lung is dirty, but your left lung is filthy. And that's exactly what he said. There's no way this man could have known anything because he never knew my name or anything, and when I made the appointment, I only gave him my first name. So, iridology is basically them looking into your eyes and being able to tell you what's going on inside your body. So if you have anything on the right, in your right eye, they can see everything, shoulder, any muscles, any back problems, anything going on with your lungs on that side, all the way down to your feet, your ankles, your knees, everything, and the same on the left side. And this is how he found out what was wrong with me and administered the right type of diet for me to change to in order for it to work. And then he also put me on, which you see on this program, which is called the SP Cleanse. That was one of the things that helped me out tremendously. You can actually Google a chart just like this one, and where there's slits in your eyes that go all the way around, each one of those slits represents a part of your body or an organ. If it's straight like this, that means that everything's fine. But if it has an oval to it or it's misshaped, that lets them know that there's a problem with that organ or with that limb or anything that's happening on that side of the body. Then they can tell you what to take and how to change your diet to help correct that issue. So one of the things I didn't tell them about was the soreness that I was experiencing underneath my underarms because it wasn't happening at the time. So I'm in his office and he looks into my eyes and he stepped back and he says, are you experiencing soreness underneath your underarms? And I said, yeah. And he said, yeah, your lymphatic is congested. Now, how did he know that? Because I wasn't even thinking about it at the time myself, even when I wrote down on the back of the thing all of the things that I was having problems with. So he suggested this bag of tea by Kruger Herbs. I'll put the link in the description box below. And he told me, he said, okay, when you drink this for the first 3 to 4 days, you're probably not going to feel anything. Drink 2 to 4 cups a day and keep going. It's going to get worse before it gets better. By day 5, my underarms started to hurt. By day 6, it was like, ow. By day 7, I couldn't lift my arms higher than this. By day 8, I couldn't lift them higher than this. By day 9, I couldn't put them all the way down. I was in the shower like this. Oh, God. It hurt that bad. By day 10 or 11, it began to, fade away. It got less and less and less. And by day 14, it was completely gone, and it never came back. There are women who are being diagnosed with breast cancer because they find a lump right in here somewhere. And come to find out, through an iridologist, they didn't have breast cancer. It was their lymphatic system was congested. If you start having any type of soreness underneath your arms, that's a sign of your lymphatic system being congested. And they can see it, because if there's something wrong with the breast, they can see in that slit. And if that line is straight representing the breast, they know there's nothing wrong with the breast. But if they see the line for the lymphatic system is out of shape or out of form, they know it's the lymphatic system. Reflexology is where they can press on certain parts of your feet, and if it hurts really bad when they press there, that's telling them that that organ is having a problem. Google a chart of reflexology to see where each organ exists by pressing on the bottom of the feet. So one of the things you want to look for is a person who does iridology and reflexology and has been trained to do it where they look into your eye, they find whatever problem it is, they go to your foot, they press in the designated spot for that particular organ for them to clarify that that is what's going on inside your body. And then they can administer whatever it is that you need from there. So if I were you, if you're in bad health, I would seek out an iridologist who also does reflexology. These are the people that can really help you get back to optimal health. Unfortunately, alternative medicine is not covered by your insurance. So in order to utilize an herbalist that practices iridology and reflexology, you would actually have to pay for it out of your pocket. But hey, it's cheaper than ending up in the hospital being misdiagnosed with breast cancer and you don't have breast cancer, and going back and forth for chemotherapy, radiation, unnecessary surgeries, being put on dialysis. You get the picture. So if you found this information to be helpful, give me a thumbs up and like and share this video. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click that little bell for future notifications of when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. You can follow me on all social media at God Cured Me. Also, for a free list of foods that you should eat for nutritional value, or if you want to jump straight into learning how to heal yourself or virtually any disease God's way, visit my website at godcuredme.com. All the links are in the description box below. And as always, my name is Raulh. I won't just pray for you. I'll feed you knowledge. May your health be blessed through your works. Hope to see you soon.